Hello, 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 hello. Make sure I got my mic on. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Make sure my phone is on. Check 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Sorry about that. I recorded this message on Facebook. Went back to look at it. I mistakenly deleted it. Wow. So I decided to do it again and upload it from YouTube to my Facebook page. I apologize for those who listened to it. Now, it's my prayer that I stay on topic and be able to cover what I want to cover. Maybe it might be different, maybe better. Hidden Tears is from my book, The Hidden Tears of a Black Male. You can find it on Amazon, or you can email me or text me a message in the chat section if you want more information about it. I decided to come back on the air after months of being away because I feel I have many messages that I want to get out. We're living in a time where everybody is doing what they want to do. In the eyes of those who partaking in doing what they want to do, it may be good, it may be bad. But we should begin to wake up in the morning and listen for a positive message about what we're going through. The hidden tears that I want to discuss that we all experience are not the tears that flow from my eyes. It can be the tears from our behaviors. If you're involved in a relationship, married or single, you're going through problems, going through circumstances, behind your closed doors, they are hidden tears. When you come from behind the closed doors and go around your friends and family members, they don't know what you're going through if you have not shared with them. Only if you cry and they see the tears flowing from your eyes, they know that you are experiencing some type of problem. And they may want to help, and some may can care less. We as individuals must do a self-assessment, a self-examination of ourselves to see where do we need to wipe away from our minds those tears that causing us problems or even causing other people problems. You can take a handkerchief or a napkin or a paper towel or your shirt or a piece of clothing and wipe away the tears from your eyes. But how can you wipe the tears from your behavior tears, your emotional tears, your mental tears? With the truth. The truth will become your napkin, your handkerchief. But you must first admit that you have a problem. And that's the hard thing to do. To do a self-assessment, a self-examination, and recognize that you have a problem and you need help. That's the biggest problem and biggest hurdle that we all must face. I can look back on my life and realize, examine, that caused me to examine things I have done. Memories may pop in my mind of things I've done years ago. I forgive myself for doing it. Have you forgave yourself for the things that you have done to self? Have you cried for self? Cried for self. Have you gone into your own closet and pray or talk to self? Do you talk to self in the morning? Do you talk to yourself when you go to sleep? Do you ask yourself? Do you examine yourself? Do you say, should I have not done that? Should I stop doing that? Am I doing stuff that I should not be doing? Did I do anything to cause problems to other people? Am I in a position where I'm not letting go of a situation? Am I vindictive? Am I doing my own thing? Is my behavior harmful to self and others? So it's not about the physical tears that flow from your eyes that people can see and rush to your rescue you with whatever comforting words, but it's those behavior tears or behaviors that's being out there that no one knows about, only you behind closed doors. And when you come from behind closed doors, you put on this appearance that you look good, you all that, you got everything in the right place, but you're struggling inside mentally. So you take to alcohol, illicit sex. If you're married, you seek another partner because you're not unhappy or you think you're not unhappy. You refuse to go to counseling. You take to alcohol, to drugs, illegal drugs, whatever, gambling, whatever to ease that pain that you're feeling within yourself. That will only take you down the road to want more and more and more and more. That is a form of crying. Crying, please help me, please help me. I can't stop drinking, I can't stop doing this. Please help me. And then there are those who will say, I got everything in control. It's not, it's not me, it's them. I have my life in control. I got money. I got a beautiful wife, a beautiful husband. I got a house. I got my own business. I got it made, man. I don't need no help. Yes, we all are crying. It's not about the physical tears that someone can see and come up to us and hug us and pat us on the back and say everything gonna be all right and cry along with us depending on what is said. We need to begin to wake up and recognize that we all have hidden tears that need to be dealt with. If you hear yourself in this message, you have a hidden tears that need to be wiped away with the truth. Fighting self, denying self, the denying self, to quit self from saying are justifying behavior. Justifying behavior. I can look at my life, back on my life, and see a lot of things I've done and said that were hidden tears. I satisfied my self needs, my desires, and I know I hurt many people in the past. I forgave myself for doing it, mentally, emotionally, and physically. I said things to get what I want, but it was wrong. I look back at my life. I'm using me as an example to show that I had to come to this place to admit that I have issues, I had problems back in the day when I thought I knew it all. I had to wake up by listening to other people to tell me if I don't get on the right path, I'd be going down the wrong path. Unfortunately, a lot of individuals have heard what I heard and did not listen. So it's my prayer, my belief, my, how can I say it? I would like for everyone who listens to this message, take a deep, deep look within self to see self for what it is. Are you existing? Just going to work, eat, sleep, go to the bathroom, eat, sleep, go to the bathroom, a little sex, a little this, a little that. Do you have a purpose in your life? And if you have money, a house, a car, a business, those things may satisfy you for a little while. So why are you doing the things you're doing? Is it to satisfy self-gratification? Are you denying self to help others? Are you deciding to take yourself out of the self-imposed prison that you have put yourself into? Have you become your own warden? Let yourself out to experience some good times, giving yourself good times served, and then come back and lock yourself into your own mental prison. We all must begin to examine ourselves, and that is hard. To look at someone and say, I have an issue, I have a problem, can you help me? A lot of individuals, from my experience, won't do that. They'll justify their behavior. Or have someone walk up to you or approach you in a way, knocking on your mental door and say, let me in, I'm here to help you. Have you looked at self and determined that you have put yourself in your self-imposed prison that you cannot reach and cannot extend, you cannot grow if you have a business, you cannot grow in your ideas and your belief, you cannot grow in your surrounding toward better things in your own life? Or you being a person where you are more in control where you got control of it. It may work for a while, but it eventually fall because you're going against the laws of physics and laws of nature. We must be willing to die to what we think we know is right. Even if we think it's right, there's nothing wrong with listening because we may add to what we already know or we may take away from what we know. But we must begin to wrestle self and pin ourselves down onto our own physical wrestling mat of our mind and begin to accept the truth that, hey, we got issues. We all have issues. Are you willing to share your issues, your tears of behaviors, of criminal behavior, or emotional, physical, emotional, whatever behavior you're going through that causing you problems? Are you willing to share that with someone that you can trust that won't go out and tell your business to everyone? Or are you going to be in control of you only to cry in your bed, bury your head in your pillow and cry, take a shower and cry in the shower? Are you willing to walk into your closet and pour yourself out, pour out all that you experience to the God that you know him as God? Are you willing to listen to the truth? Are you willing to accept the truth? Are you willing to deny self in order to help others? Are you willing to be the person you ought to be? Are you just willing to exist? I got what I got. I don't need anybody. I'll live my life true and you'll die. And some of us will come to our friends and family members' funeral, share a few tears physically, think about the loss that we experience, may cry in our own private time, and then walk off into the sunset as though nothing happened. Young teenagers, young black males go to the funeral of the victim that they may know if a gang violence, and come right out of the church, right out of the funeral, looking to seek revenge for someone who killed their friend. One may justify an eye for eye, tooth for tooth, but whatever we sow, we shall reap. We are not exempt. Sowing and reaping has nothing to do with black or white or the color of your skin or your male or female. We all going to reap what we sow. Either our children going to experience it, or we're going to reap what we sow, or they may experience, or their children may experience it. We don't get away with the things that we do. So when when things are revealed to us, we need to call and say, I have done that. I need to stop doing what I'm doing. I need to do this. I need to change my mindset. But when we refuse to listen, when we refuse to even adhere to the truth and go about our merry way, we have said to self, today, I'm not willing to pick up the napkin, the handkerchief, the clothing to wipe away the thought that I think that causing me to cry. And my tears are being shown and being revealed in my behavior. We as individuals must begin to quit looking in the rear view mirror of life, of what we did in the past, and try to bring it into the future. Quit looking at the past and begin to look at what may be ahead tomorrow. You have no control over what will happen in 5 minutes from now. Your past, your present, and your future, every time you blink your eye, take a deep breath. You have gone from past, present, and your future. We must begin to say to self, I'm tired. And allow yourself to cry. Cry. When have you cried for self? Physically cried for self? When have you walked into your own closet and just let it out? When have you called someone that you can trust that won't tell your business to everyone and just let out how you feel? Don't keep how you feel with inside of you because you may snap at a pin of a drop of a hat. And sometimes it can be dangerous. You may shoot someone or hurt someone or cause someone harm from those things that you say. Don't repress your hidden tears. Don't be so, I got a doctorate behind my name. I got a college degree. I got a business. I'm well known. I'm doing things in society. Don't allow yourself to be put in your own self-imposed prison that you don't want other people to know what you're going through. We as individuals, especially in the Black race, I have a desire for the young Black males out there. I don't like to hear, it bothers me when I hear another Black male kill another Black or shoot or fire, do something to another Black, rape the woman or break in the house or do bad things. Yes, it's going to be crime, crime, crime until the day come where we all cease to exist. It'll never be a time until now. Right now, there will be a time until, I don't know, maybe the world will have to cease to exist for sin to stop. But we all must begin to look at our behavior. What I'm doing? What is I'm contributing to me that will people can benefit from? How can they benefit from the things I do? Begin to cry out good behaviors. Begin to do good things for other people. It's not about what you think, what you feel, what you want, what you believe, how it benefits you, or what you can get from it. Those are tears that you are expressing. Begin to look at other people and say, what can I do for this person if I'm in a position to do it? Not do things for everybody, but what can I do to this person I feel I'm ought to be helping? Don't go broke. Don't give away your house and this kitchen sink. But begin to ask yourself the question, are you existing? Are you living your true call on your life? Begin to look at self in the mirror, self-assessment, self-examination, and begin to write your own prescription. I need to do this. I need to stop doing that. I'm going to do this tomorrow. I'm going to do that. I'm going to pull myself away from these individuals, family members, friends, or whomever, because I must change the way I think. I don't like my behavioral thinking. I don't like my behavior tearful thinking because I'm crying on other people. I'm crying on other people. How am I crying on other people? I want them to give, and never want to give anything in return. We as individuals must begin to look at self, to examine self, to begin to spank self with the belt of truth. Begin to throw up those things that's causing us emotional and physical pain. Begin to cough up, begin to push ourselves away, begin to wipe our face from those tears that we may have shed physically, and wipe with the truth that what we are doing or had done need to be wiped away. Forgive self, cry for self. And when you learn to cry for self and forgive self, then you will be in a position to help others because you can share with them, you know what? In my day, I was terrible. I did a lot of things that I ought not to have done. I did things even though I knew it was wrong, but I enjoyed it because I was seduced by it. I liked what I did. It made me feel good. It made me feel important. But right now, look back and see, if it wasn't for the grace of God, I would have been dead. That is what I would say because that's me. What would you say to other people? What can you say to someone who's crying physically? Are you willing to open up and say, I know what you're going through because I've been there where you've been. I can't tell a woman what she's going to experience by giving birth to a baby. I can only read the book and say, this is what it says in the book. But another woman who have gone through a pregnancy can come to another woman who has gone through a pregnancy and say, this is what you're going to feel. This is how you're going to feel. This is what is expected. Don't put yourself down. You must go through this. And when you deliver that baby, you're going to smile. You're going to be happy. You're going to be joyful. You're going to say, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So we must begin to do a self-examination of self and begin to cry out in self and say, I don't like what I see in my spiritual. I don't like what I see in my physical. I don't like what I see in my mental, emotional mirror. I'm responsible for what I'm doing, not this race or that person or that sex. I'm responsible for what I'm doing and what I have done and what I need to stop and what I need to throw away. We must begin to cry out in a compassionate way towards self and toward others. Be a beacon of light where people can benefit from. Let them come to you because they know if they come to you, they're going to hear the truth. They may not like it, but they know that you got a word for them. But pride going to set in and say, don't call them. Don't tell them what you're going through. You got it made. Don't let them know what you're going through. Fortunately, those individuals, some of them have killed themselves, sought out alcohol, drug, illicit sex, or whatever they think that can ease the pain. They're not crying out physically with the tears, but they're crying out in the emotions, the communication, and their behavior. Young people, male, female, black, white, green, whatever you want to throw into the salad bowl. We all have issues. We all have a problem. Begin to wake up. You who are sleeping, begin to hear. You who can hear, but you're not hearing. We all have hidden tears. Are you willing to reveal your hidden tears to someone that can help you? Are you too prideful, too boastful, too proud that this is me, no one going to deal, believe, or think, or even consider that I'm showing a side that they don't even think I have? We must begin to cry out in a normal fashion, seek help, resist the temptation, be seduced away from the help, and fight through our own wet bag of lies and deception and seduction. And when we come out of that bag of thoughts that's producing, sowing, and reaping behaviors upon us, we are the one who, I'm tired of crying. I need help. Please help me. Please help me. 911. Call a friend. Call a family member. Get on your knees and pray. Trust someone that you can trust. Call upon someone that you can pour out the deepest secret they don't even know about. Begin to cry out for the help that you need. And then the wiping with the truth will slowly take away. With every operation, there will be pain. There will be cutting. There will be time for stitching. There will be time for healing. There will be a time to take the prescription. You have good days and bad days, up and down. But eventually, the pain and all that you're going through will go away. But you must be willing to take the prescription. This message can be your prescription. Write your own prescription. Give yourself how many times you're going to take it. Give yourself how many doses. There's not enough truth that you can take to overdose yourself. But take little bits of it, because self is going to fight it. Self going to fight you, bite you, break your teeth, knock your teeth out, hit you in the eye. Self is going to beat you up and say, don't listen to this stuff. Don't listen to self. Because self don't want to lose hold of you. You think a thought, I'll get some marijuana today. I think I'll commit an affair. I think I'll get some alcohol. I think I'll do this. I think I'll do that. The thought pop in your mind, and your body and legs and feet go out into it, crying out in a different way. Accept the truth that you need help. Accept the truth that you have hidden tears. You married, you're not happy. Hidden tears. You got children that don't want to listen to you. Hidden tears. You're not happy with your job. Hidden tears. You go to church and not being fed. Hidden tears. You now have a job hidden tears. You live with in-laws, hidden tears. You on alcohol and drugs, hidden tears. You going in and out of jail, hidden tears. The list can go on and on and on. You see, it's not the physical tears that people can run up to you and hug you and pat on the back and say everything's gonna be all right. It's the tears that you showing in your behavior that need to be addressed. Until you seek out help, your behavior, your tears, gonna keep spilling, keep pouring on others and self. Others and self. Young people, black males, elderly males, senior citizen males, who out there pretending that they're still young. They leave their wife after 40 and 20 and 30 years to find a young person that resembles their wife, hidden tears. Woman get pregnant for another man when she's married, hidden tears. A woman who let another man live in her own home when she's working, he's not, hidden tears. A man who beats up a woman, hidden tears. A man who do things to children, whatever, hidden tears. A man who go out from woman to woman to woman and leave babies all behind, hidden tears. Baby mama drama, hidden tears. Not paying child support, hidden tears. I go to jail before I pay child support, hidden tears. I'm not telling you something I have not heard or went through or been associated with or talked to people. I'm telling you the truth. And if you're willing to believe me, you may look at self and say, yes, I've gone through this. I heard this. When you begin to admit that you're going through an issue, you're going through a problem, then you have begun to run your race toward the first hurdle of negativity. The second, the negativity, that you can reach the finish line. Everyone must run their own race. Everyone has their own timetable of being delivered from something. Yes, my brothers and sisters, especially young black males who are out there killing each other and harming other blacks. Yes, we can say Black Lives Matters, and all lives matters. But when a black person, male, and some females go out and kill another black for whatever reason and justify it, that life does not matter to them. True. Because if it didn't matter, 911, they'll get a call. Their mother, their father, their brother, their sister, niece, and nephew, cousin, extended family member will get a call. What should I do about this situation? But because they hang with their homie, because they hang with their family street brothers and sisters, they don't want to admit that they're weak in their mind. They don't want to admit that they have a problem. They're afraid to walk away. So they have to do something and say, I'm a man, I'm this, I'm that. But yet they're crying out. And sadly, someone will be killed, injured, paralyzed, or even dead. And you and I have only know one person who came back from the dead. And you and I, when we die, are we going to come back tomorrow and say, hey, I'm back? Because I represented and I'm back. What do we represent? Young people say, I'm representing. How are you representing when your pants is below your waist and sagging pants? Spell sagging backwards and see what you get. A lot of individuals know what wearing the pants below their waist means. Crying out, hidden tears. And then when they approach because someone thinks they are this and that, then they want to fight back. Hidden tears. Hidden tears are all around us. Going in a local mall, female walking a man, walking with a young man, an older man, pants below their waist, hidden tears. Pulling up their pants, hidden tears. Can't walk normal, hidden tears. But they're representing because their underwear match their shoes and pants and shirt. They got all the bling, but hidden tears. And the woman is walking with them. As someone told me, if the woman will stand up and say, I don't want to have nothing to do with you when you dress like that. I want you to pull up your pants, dress nice when you walk with me in the mall, even in public. If you walk on the sidewalk, walk on the outside. Because if a car comes, I want you to protect me. When I come and pick you up, don't sit in the car and let me open the door, hidden tears. Begin to show manners. Some, and I had to learn this myself. I'm not telling you something I didn't learn. If you come from a single parent, they're only going to teach you what they have been taught. We have to begin to look out there and learn for ourselves. Begin to treat a woman as she ought to be treated. Open the car door for her. Knock on the door. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Talk to her. Communicate effectively. You have a problem, express yourself effectively. Communicate effectively. When you don't do that, hidden tears. Hidden tears is all around us. If you step back in the mental closet of your mind and you begin to evaluate your situation at this very moment, you're going to say, I have a bunch of hidden tears that I didn't even know about. That was hidden tears. And I need them to be wiped away. And I just had the thought, it was meant to be for me to record a new message, because this is better than the one I did before. I saw one person listen, my friend from a distance, saying beyond words, and she heard the whole message I gave, and I signed off. And now this message is totally different. So it's my prayer that what you heard will be a blessing to you, to begin to say, I have hidden tears. I'm glad that Anthony revealed to me my hidden tears. He don't know what I'm going through. He don't know I'm crying in my own closet. He don't know I'm crying when I'm in the car. He don't know I'm crying when I get in my car and go to work and to from work. He don't know how I feel I'm unhappy in my marriage. He don't know how I feel when I can't provide for my family, my children. He don't know how I feel because my husband, my wife left me. He don't know why I feel because I lost a child. He don't know how I feel because I don't know how I'm going to feed my child. He don't know how I feel that I don't have shoes and clothing to put on my children, even myself. He don't know how I feel that I quit school and I drop out. He don't know how I feel that I'm on the street, let the street be my children's babysitter. All are hidden tears. We must begin to wake up, brothers and sisters, and say, I'm tired of existing. I want to make a difference in someone's life. In order for you and I to make a difference in someone's life, we must die to what we think we know as the truth and put it off to the side. And when we find out that what we knew is the truth, we can add to more and begin to chop up the lies. I wrote something titled, Stay on the Plantation That Benefits Me. Hidden tears. I deceived the person, telling them that what they are a part of is benefiting both of us. But unbeknownst to them, it benefiting me. When that person begin to wake up because they start doing a self-examination and they escape from the self-imposed plantation, how do I get them back? I whip them with lies and accusations to come back. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to escape from the prison. I really love you. I really care for you. Please forgive me. Give me another chance. We hear that in relationships. We come back voluntarily to a situation that we ought not to be involved in, only to cry out physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And yet some people be the last time they do it because they are killed. Hidden tears. You who are listening to this message, share it with other people. Allow them to hear what you heard, because I'm quite sure they too have hidden tears. Let them hear the truth and give them an opportunity to say, you know what? I want to wipe away my tears with the truth. And they must seek out the person or persons or counseling, family members, friends, associates, whoever they can trust, they confide in, and they can change from what they're going through. So I thank you all, those who will listen. It's my prayer that you got something from this. Share with other people and allow them to have the opportunity. I've always saying 1 + 1 is 2, but to some individuals, not 2. How do you know? When you have a conversation with someone, are they saying me and my husband, or me and so-and-so, or me and this and that, and they're telling you what they did wrong and what that person did wrong? Are they coming together and say, I learned something about myself they revealed to me. I have been doing this, and I appreciate what they revealed to me, and I'm changing. Or you say, I'm not going to listen to them. Who? Oh man, I got a PhD, I got a college, I got a business. Or are you willing? Are you one of these individuals say what I think, what I feel, what I believe, what's in it for me? How can I benefit from this? Then 1 + 1 is not 2 to you. It's only 2 to 1 who say, I want help and I want a solution and I want to be delivered from what I'm going through. So thank you all for listening to Hidden Tears. God willing, next Thursday, 8 to 8:30, I'll be here. Thank you.